Hi, guys. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Merry Christmas Eve. Nika Fernandez, hello. Bob's Burgers, Relic. Anybody else I am missing who's just kind of hanging out, chilling in the background? How are you? How is everything? What's going on? What's good? We're here on Christmas Eve. And you know what? We didn't have much going on, so why not hang out here? And some of you actually may be in Christmas Day already. And thank you for coming by. Thank you for deciding to pop on by and hang out in this little corner of the internet right here. I appreciate that. I had just watched Santa on the back of a fire truck drive down the street. And it was kind of cool. Chase! Merry Christmas, my friend. How are you? How is everything? Did you get the email? Good sir. I certainly hope that you got the email that was sent your way. But Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to everyone. Merry Christmas Eve. Holy moly. Nika Fernandez, you are too kind, and thank you so much. You are awesome, and I am so glad that we found you and you found us, and we watch cool things. All right, awesome, Chase, fantastic. And if anyone is interested in another Skyrim streamer, I would highly recommend Nika Fernandez as someone to watch. Although that looks like Bloodborne, which is a game that I don't have. Yes, actually, Chase. There was a rather large raid yesterday, and the raid was from, let's see, Lollipop something or other, because I'm awful with names. Lollipop GI. And I don't know if that's Lollipop G or E or whatever have you. But there was a lot of activity happening yesterday. I am familiar with none of these people. I have no idea who any of these people are. And it's just kind of a thing that happens, and I'm like, eh. So, funny story, because I missed the initial raid notification. I thought it was a bunch of follower bots because of the raid message. They were like all spamming the exact same message. And I was like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on here? I dropped something? What's that? I have mints. Oh, wait, these are invisible mints. Check this out. We totally got invisible mints. Look at that. Invisible mints. Actually, I just got these today. These are actually pretty good. Icebreakers Frost Winter Cool. Not that this is any kind of official endorsement. That's just my endorsement. But yeah, yesterday was kind of wild because we were just getting ready to wrap things up, and Fubar was like, hey, I've got this great suggestion for someone to go raid who's also playing SnowRunner. All right, more than happy, because Fubar has not steered us wrong yet. And I'm like, all right, so let's go and raid this person. Doing the wrap up, kind of winding down, and then all of a sudden he goes, oh, they're wrapping things up. And I'm like, all right, so, you know, we're kind of poking around, trying to figure out who we're going to raid. And then all of a sudden, bop! And then Fubar is laughing hysterically because that same person who we were going to raid decided to raid us. Oh, you surfer dude! Oops, dropping my remote over here. Merry Christmas to you, Moya Surfer Dude. Happy birthday to you, because technically we are in your time zone for birthday stuff. Yeah, and I saw the pictures, and we had talked today, and I am so glad that you had such an awesome birthday. It is fantastic, and I am so happy with that. And I hope you're doing great today on Merry Christmas Day, because we're here. You know what? Yes, in fact, part of the world is celebrating Christmas at the moment. My Christmas is in another 6.5 hours. Or, well, technically it starts in 6.5 hours, but who's counting? Who's counting? Hey, COVID. Made my day too. I am glad. How are you a sub? You may have been gifted a sub by, let's see, hold on. Yes, Let's Game It Out gifted you a sub yesterday. Let's Game It Out dropped in, gifted you a sub. A bit tipsy now? You know what? It can't get any better than that, can it? Yes, exactly. COVID. That is exactly who. I have no idea. I have no, honest to God, I have no idea who Let's Game It Out is. I am told they are someone of ample standing in various social media circles. So I will go with that because that's all I know. And you know, it shows you what kind of person I am. Really funny, plays random games and breaks them, basically. I will have to check this out. And you know what? So I did, after the fact, go back. Doing good today. Doing real well. It was a short day at work, and after work, even though I did have to go into work, it was basically a whole lot of standing around and doing nothing. So after we kind of wrapped things up about noontime, and we had some Italian food. Yeah, no co-op tonight. We're gonna take it easy. We're gonna see where the night takes us. We're not gonna go too late, but we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. And I really like the side profile of this truck. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not that you know has anything to do with what we're currently talking about for the moment, but why don't we fire it up and get things going? Although it looks like we have a flat tire. Doesn't it look like we have a flat tire? A big flat tire. Maybe not. I don't know. Definitely had something to do with those gigantic wheels. Yeah. But I love the side profile of this truck. This is a really cool truck. And this is one of the the beefier, wider platforms that we actually end up using. And this truck over here, the Boar, is significantly taller in profile, but it's also gigantic. I enjoy it. It's a, you know what? I don't know if I go that far. Oh, Moya Surfer, do you like that photo? Yeah. My brother came by. He was hanging out with the niece and nephew and everything. So I was like, you know what? I need to take a picture of that. Because usually in years past, I would take a picture with my nephew. And I kind of started taking a picture with my nephew in front of the Christmas tree once a year. And then putting it up around this time. Usually it was when we would go to family Christmas gatherings. We don't go to those anymore because those don't happen anymore because a lot of family are a bunch of jerks. And we're kind of done with dealing with jerks. So you know what? It's my time. It's my choice. It's my decision. And I am always going to tell you, you don't have to put up with stuff from family just because they say, but they're family. And it's not a free pass for someone to be mean, cruel, unkind, or generally just treat other people like butts. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. So you know what? You get to make your own choices. You get to say, hey, that's not what we're about right now. And we're going to go and we're going to do what we want to do. We're going to go hang out with who we want to hang out with. We're going to put our energy and our efforts and our time in people who respect us and treat us how we wish to be treated. That's how we're going to do things. And unfortunately, with actual blood relations, sometimes they forget. They forget that being related doesn't give them a free pass for things like that. But you know what? I also understand, too, that a lot of people are of the mind to forgive and forget. That is the season for family, and the season for giving, and the season for forgiving. Do with that what you will, because you have the ability to make any choices that you wish to make. You have the ability to choose any way you wish to go. So roll with it. Just roll with it. That's my thoughts on the matter. Okay, so what we also want to do, we're going to need those metal beams, but we're also going to build some bridges. Building bridges, yes indeed. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. Now we have a metal beam factory. We have the metal factory that's actually not too far as well. So potentially, in this map, there's just too many things to do. Things to do that lead to one thing. Yeah, kind of. You're not wrong. There's a lot of stuff to do on a lot of different maps. Like, there's a ton. Like, 10 things to do before you can build. Yeah, it's true. It is very true. So, let's see. Road to the plant. And then crossing. Oh, Santa's... I hear Santa's, I hear the fire truck carrying Santa again. You know, if I could actually fire up my camera quick enough and make it work, I would show you guys, but... He's going by outside, which is awesome. It's so awesome. Rides on the back of a fire truck. Road to the... is 4 and 4. Yeah. And so Santa Claus rides on the back of a fire truck, riding up and down the streets, visiting every neighborhood in the town. And it's one of the coolest things. It is so awesome. It's just like, why not? You know? Why not? And I love watching every year. I love being able to watch every year. And it's just, it's cool. It's definitely cool. What on earth was that? No, we're not going to be buying followers. Super Goat! What's going on, man? How are you doing? What's happening? What's new? But we are going to be trucking. Yes, indeed we are. I'm just kind of trying to think about which one I'm trying to do next. I am no longer working tomorrow. Dude, that's awesome! Well, I mean, it depends. You were looking forward to working, so... Sean Bergen, how are you? Yeah. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Let's see. So what do we have for wood? So we've got wooden planks here. We've also got, let's see, warehouse over here. There's 5 metal beams over here. Now, I guess I could potentially go and make it through, if I could potentially make it through, over here. Yeah, so you know what? Let's do that. Let's make our way down and through here, across, down to this warehouse. No, not this warehouse. Where's the warehouse? Oh, actually, we're gonna have to get creative. Doing good, Sean Bergen. Merry Christmas, my friend. Or we come down through. There's got to be something like some way through here that we could potentially go and make it to this warehouse over here. Although I don't think that... Oh, no, wait. That might be a viable way up and through. All right, so we're gonna... I guess we're gonna try to make this happen. Headlights on for safety. Always about the safety. All right. All right. Wait for the wheels to make the full, complete turn. And then we set off again into the wilds of Maine. Now let's see what we can make happen. Let's see if we can pick up these metal beams. Repair this bridge. I deleted concrete slabs on the main map. I thought they would go back to the warehouse, but they didn't. They do not. Best plays, they definitely do not, unfortunately. So, the only time something is going to reappear is if you have, say, like, a trailer or an item that is specific to a contract or task, and you go back and restart the contract or task. That's the only time an item is going to reappear for you. Merry Christmas and happy trucking. Absolutely. And that's what we're going to do. Can't finish the garage without the blocks. So the blocks, I'm trying to think of where else you might actually be able to get the blocks from. If you would like a little bit of a heads up, you can get blocks from the... Oop. Nope. We totally went the wrong way. Turn left. Turn left. Now, which part of the garage did you need for the blocks? Because if you can hold off to the next map, so Kill Switch Engage is giving a restream of their live at the Palladium for anyone who purchased tickets to their 22 tour. Palladium in Worcester, Massachusetts? Because that's like 45 minutes from me. And that's a great place to see a show. And that's where I saw Mushroomhead the last time, believe it or not. I saw Mushroomhead the last time at the Palladium in Worcester. I saw Revelie's Hometown Throwdown over there. There were so many great shows that I've seen at the Palladium. And it's an awesome place to be. It's got a huge balcony. It's got table seating. It's a cool place. It's a really cool place. All right. Can we cut across here? Maybe we can cut through. Maybe we can cut through. That would be the place. No kidding. That's actually really kind of funny. That is actually very, very funny. That's an awesome place for a show. I actually saw Judas Priest when they had the other guy singing for them. They didn't have Rob Halford at the time. And I've seen Rob Zombie there, and that is a small stage for Rob Zombie to play on. Is that wood or is that metal? I don't know. Best plays, thank you so much. I need the blocks for clearing the garage. Everything else is done. Okay, so it's not super, super crucial. It's more of just a convenience thing. There is a warehouse that has cement available, and with the cement, you could go to the factory and have blocks made, but I know that's not the most ideal situation, but it is a solution to your problem. All right, this is kind of cool. I like these paths. These paths are awesome. Oh, you know what? We can actually... Yeah, we could even take the truck over here and get that. So that's kind of cool. Huh. How about we continue over here? Yeah, we'll bear to the left. We'll bear to the left. So it's, yeah, best place. It's not the ideal solution that you would need, but it is a solution. And I can show you if you want a couple of spoilers, but that is totally up to you. I would not want to intentionally spoil the game for anyone. Although I am more than willing to lend a little bit of guidance. And realistically, I probably should have filled up the fuel supplies, but we didn't do that. All right, so how do we come across? I can scramble 3 of the 4 needed illness to make the 4th one. Yes, help. Gold chain, what do you need help with? What's going on? Kind of, are we looping around? Yeah, we're crossing here, and actually, I guess we'll kind of come up and through here, because this looks like fun. And then how about we come down through here, and then we would need to head this way. I'll make the 4th one. Okay. So you only need 2 cement, and you know where you can get the cement in the first map, correct? And then all you have to do is bring it to the and here's the thing, though. You're going to need a generator because it's one of the powered locations to create, like, crafting materials, essentially. Okay. All right. Yeah, how to play? You're new to this game? So are you still in Michigan? How far are you? This is an absolutely fantastic game. Absolutely fantastic game. Best plays. Thank you so much for that Prime subscription. I really appreciate it. That is awesome of you. And now you get a whole bunch of different goofy emotes to use with those Prime subscription stuff. Any sub to the channel, you get all kinds of neat stuff. So there is a bunch of different vehicles available. There's a bunch of different trucks that you can get that you can use. You can also, if you're having trouble, if you jump into the multiplayer and you just kind of make use of the multiplayer, just helping out where you can. Multiplayer, unfortunately, doesn't give you an option to choose what map you want to be a part of or how far along to start, but it allows you to get in with other players who will be doing stuff. Oh, so we can't really go down. Guess we gotta kind of loop around there. Absolutely. Multiplayer is a viable way of trying to make some stuff happen. It'll help you by generating revenue, because every task that someone else completes, you also get money for, and you get the experience points for. So even if you're only able to do just a handful of minimal tasks and contribute, you'll still actually end up being able to get something out of it. Otherwise, you can drive around the maps, you can scout them out, you can find various vehicle upgrades. Primarily Michigan. The first Michigan map has a lot of Chevy CK1500 upgrades. Alaska, in Northport, you get a lot of Hummer H2 upgrades. There's various trucks to be found. Some trucks come with mud tires. Some do not start with mud tires. Like the Chevy C70, when you get that truck, when you find it where it is, it's only two-wheel drive, it's not lifted, it doesn't have an engageable differential lock. But the International, the 2070 is going to be your workhorse for quite a while. Had some boys, max my rank out, 2.5 maps. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. If you help out, and even if you're using trucks provided by other people who are in the multiplayer, and Kyle Edward Gaming, what is going on? How are you doing, man? Dude, that race wheel looks awesome. That race wheel looks so cool, and I hope that thing's gonna be awesome with everything that you're doing. Now, didn't you have a race wheel before? I can't recall if you did. I'm drawing a blank there. Oh, is that a fuel truck or is that a Tega? Nope, that's a Tega. All right, so we're kind of trying to get over back this way. So we're here. Why don't we bear to the left? We'll go to the left. Yeah, you have 30 ranks to go through in this game. And every rank that you level up, you gain access to the G29. Okay, that's what it was. Which one's better, the G29 or the Thrustmaster? So with every rank that you go up, you gain access to potentially different tires, different tiers of tires. With rank 12, you unlock chain tires for pretty much most vehicles. And that'll help you get through anything with ice, primarily like the Alaska map. I highly recommend this game to anybody. Highly recommend this game to anyone who enjoys the pace that this game gives you. Because you know what? There are so many games that are Thrustmaster use a better motor system. Okay. All right. I've never shopped for wheels, so I have no idea. I will certainly defer to you guys when it comes to, gaming wheels and stuff, because I've never had a gaming wheel outside of like a really cheap one for the PlayStation 2 once upon a time back in the day. Let's, and with driving around like this, recommend the G920. I forget which one Puma has. The race wheel that Puma has is just, it's awesome. And it, like he said, it completely changed how he played the game. It went from being an okay, mediocre sort of game for him to, for all the wheels, I tried the best for me. Okay. All right, that's cool. Yeah, Puma was playing with, I don't know if he was using mouse and keyboard or really what he was doing, but the addition of a physical wheel. Owen, what's going on? You would need a G29 for PlayStation. Okay. Yeah, the only thing is I would need like a whole different setup if I was going to use a race wheel, because I don't really have... There's space constraints, which is the G920, but the place... Okay, I gotcha. No, thank you for that. I do appreciate that. Owen, how are you doing? Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to all of you guys. I hope everybody is doing really, really good tonight. Kyle Edward Gaming is getting a Thrustmaster, but he had the Logitech G29. So we're discussing race wheels. I, however, just have the tried and true PlayStation controller. That's me. That's what I got. All right, let's keep going this way. And let's see where if this actually can get us over to. Because if we can at least get somewhere over here, we can follow this down into this warehouse and get the 3 metal beams that we actually need. You're sick? Dude, what happened? Going to drive, then put your stream on. Okay. Trying to get a handbrake, but it's 300. Wow. Just for a handbrake? And that adds on to the wheel setup. We've got, like, more stuff in the distance there. I don't know if that's a house or if that's a... pretty well lit up in the darkness over there. Let's see. Oh, it's a street sign. Okay, or a factory sign. Okay. Ate some bad food? Oh, dude. That's rough. Sorry to hear that, man. But we're going to kind of keep going straight, but then maybe... You know what? We're just going to keep going straight. Been up since 4 a.m.? Oh, man. And there's nothing to do but just basically ride that out. That sucks. I'm really sorry to hear that, Owen. I can understand that. I can understand that. Yeah, that's one of those situations where you basically don't want to move more than, say, 10 feet from your bathroom. The Pepto bomb. Zofran. Usually I've got either Pepto or stuff like that. That's about it. That's kind of what I end up doing. Alright, we're definitely going to have to find fuel, because we did not actually... Good thing the gaming setup is 10 feet away. Yeah, I guess that would be a good thing. That would be a very good thing. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Alright, so I can kind of... Oh... I can get lumber from all over the place here, because there are so many places that have... So there's 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, so that's 6. What is the... Let's see. Thick mush with shredded ginger and thin with pesto, but it needs to be thick so it pushes through the system. Don't, what is it? Bananas, toast, and there's something else. Apples? Was it apples? No, I don't think apples are good for your system. I'm eating lazy lasagna. So it, yeah. Owen, it is still very glitchy. We started off by joining a PC player, and it was too 2 PlayStation players. 2 PlayStation players, 1 PC player. We get to a point where, yes, you are. Yep, we did actually get into your game at one point in time. You're gluten-free. We were playing, and we were doing kind of okay, and we ended up, so bananas. Bananas are actually something that is supposed to help with digestive issues like that. So we had the 2 PlayStation, and we had PlayStation 5s. So Nika Fernandez, we have not tried the Xbox, though it, yes, banana, rice, apple, toast. That's what it was. Best plays, or blessed plays. Jeez, why do I keep saying best plays? I'm sorry because I keep reading that cross-eyed. That's my bad. Blessed plays. Yes, that is the acronym I was looking for, and you hit the nail on the head. So yeah, banana, rice, apple, and toast. Those are the things that actually help kind of bind you back up again. Because I'm pretty sure you don't want to eat a brick of cheese. And that has different effects for different people. So there's that. Yeah, I don't think we've seen a single Xbox player in here, and someone had said the crossplay was working, and then other people have said that the crossplay has not been working with the one. No, it's this one. Okay. So we got to come down here and then just kind of, I think I'm just going for a leisurely stroll is really what this is kind of turning into. And I'm okay with that because it's actually been pretty fun, pretty relaxing. Even though I've got 77 liters of fuel left, and I'm probably going to run out because I forgot to fill up my fuel tanks on the truck. That was my bad. So yeah, someone was saying that they couldn't get their Xbox to connect crossplay to their friends' consoles and computers. So I don't know currently, and I'm not entirely sure. I would like to think that we will either get XPlay or Xbox crossplay at some point in time soon, because it would be nice to have everybody involved, and it would be a lot more fun. But we never got above 3 players. No matter what we tried, every time we would get the 3 players, something would happen, then it wouldn't, it would keep telling us that it wouldn't let me join you on my PC or Xbox the other night. Yeah. So what would happen is the crossplay code would change. So every time someone tried to join, it would change the crossplay code. Yes. Don't forget to turn your beacons on for safety. So you guys, you ever eat cheese? Cheese is a funny thing. Cheese is a strange thing. I always wonder, like, what is cheese? Where's it come on? Charlie from Always Sunny in Philadelphia is just the best. He needs to do more. He really needs to do more. Charlie Day. He is so funny. Pepe Sylvia. Who's this Pepe Sylvia? I'm onto something, Mac. Pepe Sylvia. All right. Also, I'm gonna try to get away from all of the audio sounds and stuff like that in the sound alerts and the channel points and everything else. You found it? All right. That's a good thing. Well, best cheese combo is smoked brie cheese and a soft croissant with a little bit of jalapeno jam. That sounds really good. Yeah, the F750 is not hard to find. I had multiplayer issues last night. Nat 2 and Nat 3 issue, not sure Ain't messing with my router. So, actually, Bless Plays, what I ended up doing was setting up a static IP address, and then I did port forwarding for the PlayStation and the router. And, I mean, I have not noticed any kind of difference so far, but I also haven't really been playing a ton of multiplayers either. The only way that you're going to get NAT1 is if you plug into the modem directly from your PC or your console. NAT2 is when you're properly configured with your router. Been searching all day. Man, how can you be searching all day? It's like right there. Sinking in the ice all day. Oh yeah. Well, if you're sinking in the ice all the time, that's part of the problem right there. That is absolutely part of the problem. All right. So, let's see. Got a Tatarin and also a boat. Yeah, Tatarin is not exactly the best for the ice. Tatarin is also not the best for kind of a lot of stuff in that area. Just because when it sinks in the ice, it doesn't really tend to want to work so well. All right. So I think what we're going to do here is we're going to get the metal beams. Yes. But you're going to kind of turn around, and then we're going to get a fuel truck out here, because we're going to need a fuel truck to get us back in like more than 29 liters worth of fuel. All right. Okay. All right. So where do we have a fuel vehicle? We've got a Tatra that's over here, which has fuel. We have a Tatra that's up here, which has fuel. Or we could bring something. Owen, thank you so much for the cheer, man. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. You guys rock. And Owen, I certainly hope your bowels feel better. Because, man, that can be rough. That can be very, very rough. I also think we may also be better served by just pretty much bringing another fuel truck, like, right up on this stuff. So that's kind of an option as well. So diving back here to the other garage, let's set up another fuel truck and kind of bring it back on over. Which... All right. Now, which truck do we actually want to use to set up as a fuel truck? Mom Singer, how are you doing? Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. They be bubbling. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. This is my regular Foley Flannel Friday flannel, and we have the addition of the wonderful red and black Santa hat. I don't know where I got this hat from. I think I got it from Target. The night is very relaxing, very chill. Mostly, we're kind of... the new ANK, do I have to find it, or it is available to purchase? It is available for purchase, and it is $75,000. Or 75,000. One I want. Play with you. What's that? Bob's Burgers. What's up? If we go to the truck store, there is the ANK MK38. There is the ANK MK38 Civilian. 75 grand. Tough SOB, how you doing? What's going on? Actually, here is the only difference between the two trucks. And I don't know if it's the addition of the bed. This one is S on the power. This one is A+ on the power. This one comes with a sideboard bed. This one does not. So I think that's kind of the difference right there. Because we don't have really an S- on the... I don't think we have an S- on the power. Do we? Who knows? Circuluticus, my dude! Hello, hello. I hope each of you are having a wonderful day. And even if not, know that you, in fact, are a wonderful person, and I am super happy that you are here. Also reminding you to take care of yourself. Drink some water, and laugh at least 7 times a day. Also, Storm, thank you very much, man. I am doing very well, my friend. I am doing very, very well. We're kicking back. We're having a Foley Flannel Friday, Christmas edition. So, Cirque Lunicus, Merry Christmas to you, my friend. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I wish you all of the best. And I truly hope that all of your dreams do come true this holiday season. I hope that the things you hold in your heart manifest themselves into reality. I hope that everything that happens is good things that happen. Fully flannel indeed, my friend. Did you know there's a metal band based off of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 called Enemy AC-130 Above? I had no idea about that, Super Goat. Red Nick Chan, welcome back. How are you doing? All the love and all the Viking charges. Yes, indeed. And yes, it was Moya Surfer Dude's birthday yesterday in her time zone. Moya Surfer Dude birthday is celebrated today in our time zone. And yes, there you go. Red, look at you with all of the oh so awesome emotes and everything else. Owen, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas, guys. I hope you're all doing awesome. I hope everybody is doing great today. And Owen, I certainly hope you are doing better. Certainly hope you're doing better. That's for sure. All right, so we don't want this little guy. Oh, yes, absolutely, Bob's Burgers. Absolutely. We will, depending on the game and the platform availability, we'll try to make something happen. We'll try to do another multiplayer night. We'll try to do something fun. Also, if I kind of tuck this back like this, I kind of feel a little bit like Genghis Khan. I'm in your time still. Oh, okay. All right. So we're all in the relevant the same time zone here. We're trying to figure out which truck we're going to use to haul some fuel with. But one of the better trucks that we actually, you know what? Hold on. We're going to use this bad boy because we haven't used one of these guys in quite a while. Frame add-ons. Well, we've used one of them, but we haven't really used it for kind of some... Oh, what was the DLC color? Yeah, we had this goofy color. I keep forgetting, Moya Surfer Dude, that you're a little bit closer. It is 6:11 p.m. for us here. Let's do the blue. Let's do the blue because we're going to be driving towards some snow and some ice. So we'll take this bad boy out for a spin. No worries at all. I'm 5 hours ahead. Yes. So it's interesting that you are 5 hours ahead, yet the western coast of the United States is 3 hours behind me. And that's just, like, wacky when you think about it. Just so wacky when you think about it. All right, don't tip, don't tip, don't tip, don't tip. No! All right, we've already boned this all up. I call a mulligan. Do that again. I know it is crazy. It's 5:12 for you. Okay. So you're Central Time, right? Yeah, I think that's Central Time. So here's the wonderful thing about the Azov 5319. It is very fast. 1 a.m. here, you've got the lead. So far you do. So far you absolutely do. J Stu coming in with the Viking Warhorn. Oh yeah, hey, there's a crane truck over there. I've got a crane truck over there that's just kind of chilling out, sitting there. All right. So we're just gonna make do, if you will. And you know what? It's not too bad because we are so close to the garage that it's not really super detrimental to the fact that, like, we just creamed ourselves right there. All right. And now here's the only reason why I am using the Azov 5319. The Azov only has...
You have coin.
McMittens does have wares because the Khajiit have wares. Also, he steals everything. So he's got a lot of cheese wheels stashed away at his house in Whiterun. And Red, actually, that is for our gameplay of Skyrim. We're doing a playthrough of Skyrim. We have a Khajiit who is kind of a kleptomaniac when it comes to wheels of cheese in various different locations. And he is a thief of cheese. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Moya Surfer Dude, we take all of the cheeses. You know what? That's up in the air, Red. That is absolutely up in the air. And and here's the thing. Didn't expect the raid from yesterday. And I kind of wish Fubar was here because I would like to talk to Fubar about the ridiculousness of the raid yesterday when he said he was going to make a suggestion for an individual to raid and then said, oh, wait, this person is wrapping up. And they were wrapping up and ended up raiding us. Fire Schwans debuted a music video for song Krampus. Ooh. The Azov 5319 was a beast in the Amur region. It definitely helps. It helps, but the only thing I found about the 5319 is while it could do some of the stuff that it could do, it was very hamstrung by the lack of fuel. So because it had the 200-liter tank, you couldn't even get halfway across the map. Oh, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun, Tough SOB. And I'm really glad that you guys had made that suggestion. Like, I know I'm not anybody here. I know I am not some large, gigantic streamer like some of the people that you guys hang out with, that you guys may watch. And you know what? For me to be able to pay it forward, that's what I like to do. I like to be able to just keep the good vibes going. I like to be able to find someone that we can raid, that we can, maybe that raid, just surprises the hell out of them. Got me motivated to get on and start playing. Owen, fantastic. But yeah, I really genuinely enjoy raiding new and different people. I know we tend to do some familiar raids, like Mad Viking King is one of our raid targets kind of consistently, mostly because when he's on, he's usually doing something like a fundraiser or a charity fundraiser or anything like that. The guy does some incredible stuff that's not for him. The guy does some incredible stuff that is for other people. And while I may not be a fundraiser kind of streamer, while I may not do charity streams or anything like that, I respect the people who do, and I want to be able to show my support in ways like that. Carnival Head, just dropping in to say hi and wish you a Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you as well. I hope you're doing fantastic, man. So good to see you. What's new? How is everything going? It's awesome to see you. And guys, everybody popping in. I know it's Christmas Eve, and I know you don't have to be here, but thank you for stopping by. Even if it's for 2 minutes to just pop in, say hi. I'm just struggling to finish up Wisconsin. Wisconsin is a great map. It's a fun map. MVK is fantastic though, so no problem raiding him at all. I mean, we raid Puma. Puma is one of our regulars too because he's a friend of ours. Like he is a actual, like I can call him a friend of mine. There's a bunch of people that we do raid that we are legitimate friends with that, you know, maybe I have hung out with some of these people in reality. You know, we've raided into Waylon, who is the lead singer of the band A Killer's Confession. Ceruzal! Hello, mate. I hope you're doing well. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well. Also, that's a phone poll because I was not... What'd you think of My Mother Told Me? I love that song. I love that song. I love every... There are so many different ways that people perform that song, and that's another good one. That is another fantastic one. And Super Goat, I appreciate you making that suggestion for that music. And guys, we do have a Discord, and that is a great place to either keep in touch or drop suggestions or all of that stuff. All good here, man. Hope everyone in the chat does well too. So far, so good. So far, so good. We're on Christmas Eve. I watched Santa go by riding a fire truck. And I'm not talking about driving a fire truck. I'm talking about sitting on top of a fire truck as the fire truck is driving down the road, and hopefully we don't tip over. Oh, hey, that worked out. No. Oh, mama. All them Viking women. Oop. Oop. Oh, not yet. Not yet, Super Goat. Not yet. We're not dead yet. Nope, now we're dead. Now we're dead. Now we're dead. Okay, so on that note, truck flipped 1 of 5. Sleepy truck needs a nap. I mean, potentially. But see, here's the thing. This is the truck that we need to fuel up. So if we just drive it right over here, we fuel it up, and then we kind of, you know, although we've got some... Okay, hold on. Let's make this work. Let's make this work. We're going to give this a shot. So we've got 23 liters of fuel left. Potentially we can just kind of scoot right over there and maybe get some fuel and then maybe put it back on all 4 tires. And maybe we'll be in a better shape. I don't know, though. But yeah, Santa Claus riding a fire truck. And I like to be able to catch it every single year. And it is so much fun to catch it every year. Because they go by, stop engine, change truck, and we have to refuel. Ah, here we go. Change truck. And then let's just kind of put it right back on its wheels. We had him passing by earlier on driving on a back of a truck with a convoy behind it. Oh, that's cool. Ceruzal, that's so cool. Can we not? What's going on here? Or are we stuck? Oh, you know what we need? You know what we need? Here, watch this. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of go out here. Oh, damn it. We're going to go out here. We're going to attach to this point. Then, all of them decorated with Christmas lights. My son loved it. Ah, that's so cool. That is so cool. Oh! And there we go. So the momentum carries it up and over, and then we're good to go. And we will back right up on to where we were. Yeah, like, I don't care, man. I've been on this planet for a decent chunk of time, and I still like seeing Santa Claus riding on the back of a fire truck or a truck or anything like that. It's so much fun. So much fun. I love Christmas lights. Christmas lights. Oops, hold on. The sound. He is 9, so he still kind of believes in him, and we need to play our part for him. Yep, absolutely. That goes without saying. You know what? And let's see, properties. We gotta start, and we're gonna have to stop and restart the capture card again because it's being kind of, the sound kicks out. All right, there we go. Out again, gotta run, have a good stream, and see you soon. Carnival Head, thank you so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. And I hope you have an awesome Christmas, and I hope you have a fantastic, fantastic, fantastic time. Mr. Gav, how are you doing? It just... It's unfortunate that sometimes we are, in fact, reminded of those who we have lost in the past year. And my buddy John, who's not with us anymore, passed away probably 6 months ago now. 6 months? I think it might have been 6 months. His dad left me a message on a post that I made on social media, wishing me a Merry Christmas from him and his son John. And it's a reminder, you know. It's unfortunate that there's still individuals who, you know, that we miss, and they're not here to celebrate with us. Paystar's not doing the trick, Owen. Long logs, basically anything. Lost my uncle 3 days ago. Relic, I'm sorry about that, man. I'm really sorry to hear that. Feel you there. 3 years ago, I watched my best friend die in front of me right before Christmas. Yeah. The holidays, while they are enjoyable times, can also be reminders of those who are not with us, and those who... He was 20? That's unfortunate, Owen. That's really rough. But what we can do, what we can all do, is carry the torch of their memory. And while we still tell stories of them, while we remember their deeds and their actions, we remember them, and we keep them alive in our hearts. So never stop telling stories. Never stop sharing. Never stop expressing what is in your heart and your soul, and share. Always share. Exactly. When you share, those memories stay right there with you, and you pass them on, and you give that gift to others. Yeah, let's remember all the people that couldn't be here. And guys, thank you. Thank you for spending the time here. You could be a million different places right now. And I appreciate all of you just hanging out. I'm sorry, Owen. Wasn't really my intention. Just the post kind of got me, you know? Because I wasn't thinking about it. Wasn't thinking about it. But now I am. You know? Now I am. No more pain for him. So while I miss his presence, I do get comfort in that fact. Relic, that is one of those things. That is a big thing. Yeah, it's hard to watch people hurt. It's hard to watch people hurt. Alright. Where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. I have no idea where I'm going anymore. Just having a few Guinness to see in Christmas. Mr. Gav, I hope you have a fantastic Christmas. And raise those up for those who may not be here, or those who we hold in our memory. And Owen, I appreciate you sharing. I appreciate you sharing that. It is. Yeah. It definitely is. You know, there's a bunch of people who went. And for those who are left behind, it's always difficult. And I know that I try to keep things here positive and upbeat and uplifting and just good positive vibes for everybody. Know that I care. Promised myself I'm naming my son after him. That's awesome. That is really awesome. As a person who works in the emergency department, it gets to you sometimes. And Mr. Gav says, I always miss my family who aren't here at Christmas. They were amazing. It just hit me. I have no more living uncles or grandparents. Yeah, Relic. I have no more grandparents. None of my grandparents are around anymore. my nephew never got to meet one of the most incredible and amazing people that I was lucky to know, my grandmother, on my dad's side. I really wish he could have. I really do. Me neither. My granddad passed away when I was 7. I always looked up to him. I get that. I totally get that. I'm sorry, guys. Didn't really mean for things to kind of take the turn that they did. Especially being Christmas Eve here. I never met my grandfather. He passed when my own mother was 7. Wow. All right, we're gonna go here. Just thankful to spend Christmas Eve with all of you. Mr. Gav, thanks, man. I appreciate that. And you know what? I know this is a game about just driving a truck back and forth through mud. But thank you for all being here. Thank you guys for sharing. For being just open, honest, and heartfelt. Thank you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. But much like this truck, going from point A to point B, through mud, ice, and snow, we'll persevere. We'll all persevere. Merry Christmas. It's 35 past here. Sato Bricks, thank you very much. Merry Christmas, man. I hope it is a fantastic Christmas for you, and I hope you have an awesome day. We dedicate this stream today to the people we still remember and are grateful we met. Me and soon-to-be wife Ellie were looking back at school photos. It's a funny story how we met. Don't apologize, Storm. That's what we're all here for. This community is amazing in that sense. We can share our stories like this and feel no pressure to do so. It's genuine and authentic, not forced in the slightest. You're literally the most wholesome, caring, and kind stream I have ever come across. Thanks, man. SnowRunner has brought an awesome community together. Much love to everyone. We should be thanking you for being so nice to us. Why wouldn't I be nice, man? You guys are awesome people. You're a fantastic, fantastic community. I greatly value all of your input. And even if you're just coming by to just watch, and that's what you want to do, is just kick back after a long day and just watch. trucks drive through mud and the sound of the engines or whatever goofy thing comes out of my mouth. I appreciate that you are here and that you do, in fact, enjoy spending time here. I was winding her up and she decided to pelt me with tennis balls across my butt. Mr. Gav, that's awesome. That's awesome. And that's funny. Mr. Gav, I appreciate that. Thanks, man. Thanks, guys. And I truly appreciate that we have the wonderful sense of community that we do have here. That we tell stories, that we share things, that we talk about anything from goofy nonsense to food and music and how our day was and, you know, what we like and what we don't and the things that we want to share with others. This is an awesome community, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. Moya Surfer Dude, I am glad that you are here, that you are a part of it, that we have met, that we are friends. And I'm so glad. She was using a tennis ball machine whilst hitting me with tennis balls. I can't imagine that tickled. I cannot imagine that tickled. You were getting hit with a tennis ball machine. Oh, man. I can't even begin to imagine. Couldn't barely sit down for a week. So when did it become crossing from the physical abuse to actually, like, something blossoming from it? 100% totally agree. It is so amazing to have you as a fab friend. I am the lucky one. I am the lucky one to be able to call so many of you amazing friends. Oh, whoa, Owen. Owen, dude. Thank you so much, man. Penguinish Liz. Kate got a subscription. Feisty Dreams. Crit and Critability. Sergeant Rusty. Nika Fernandez. Nika Fernandez, it is so good to see you. So good to see you. About a week after it happened, because I told she was a crap tennis player and couldn't hit a door. Clearly, I was wrong. They added Teku Synchro, Bamzuka, and Christmas Sleigh Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels Unleashed. Ogrimmar, that's awesome. That is so cool. I was looking at some of that stuff today, and I still know I need to get the DLC. I really do need to get the rest of the DLC to get all of the extra stuff. Maybe after Christmas. Depends on how much money I have left. Big Lego Man, what's happening? And you've been together ever since. Owen, you're awesome. You're so awesome. I get home, there are many drunk drivers on the road. I hope you are safe, though, Nika Fernandez, right? My son got banned. You don't know, you don't want to know why. Okay. All right. Sergeant Rusty! Sergeant Rusty coming in with the raid. Sergeant Rusty, magnificent as always. And I've totally missed the turn that I wanted to take. So Sergeant Rusty, Merry Christmas, my friend. And if you guys are not following Sergeant Rusty, you absolutely should be following Sergeant Rusty, because Sergeant Rusty is another wonderful member of the SnowRunner community. I have been missing turns all day. Yeah, I feel that. We kind of got into a fairly heavy conversation about Christmas and remembering and loss and just a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Your account got banned. Don't know why. Woke up one day. Account. Okay. Yeah, we were having a very heartfelt moment, and we were just talking about a lot of different stuff. And Sergeant Rusty, I am so glad that you are here. It's so good to see you again, man. Yep, Owen dropped a whole bunch of gifted subs in the channel, and Sergeant Rusty, you popped up as one of them, which is awesome. And you know what? This whole awesome SnowRunner community that we have is just, it's fantastic. Fantastic. I can't say enough good things about it. Synchro is pretty good so far. That's awesome. I've been running that same. Yeah, I've the Zix right now. The Zix with the 4-slot trailer, because the Zix does not have the ability to mount a low saddle. At Legendary, its speed and braking power aren't maxed, but it's pretty close. I'll have to check that out. I will have to check that out. Not show task. Cargo manager. So let's fix this bridge. Finally. Now we have a bridge. Now we have a bridge to be able to transport the little fuel trailer across so that we can now get fuel. Mountain Lion, Merry Christmas, my friend. It's weird because it says Synchro has only 2 booster charges. When I tried on the first track of the game, it had 4. Yeah, it wasn't nearly as bad as what I had thought, but we got kind of creative. Mountain Lion, it was not expected, and it was kind of one of those things where it's just sort of like, you know what? Let's do this. Let's make this happen. So... yes, absolutely. Mountain Lion, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody. It is Christmas Eve. It's almost 7 o'clock here. Christmas comes in a short few hours, and Christmas will be here before we know it. We get to spend time with those that we wish to spend time with. And I hope that you all have the ability to spend time with the people that you truly want to spend time with. Let's see. Oh, you know, actually, I can kind of come through from here and start scooping up. Huh. I can do things. I can do things. Why don't we hop back over on the Tega? Let's see where we're at. We've got fuel. We get fuel, and we have a can-do attitude right now. That's what we've got. And this is the new Tega. It's only 3:48 here. Crazy. Been snowing here all day. Really feels like Christmas. So you're enjoying... Are you enjoying Colorado? Are you enjoying Colorado right now? Kind of... Scoot. No, we'll scoot, and then drop those off over there. We can do this. We can definitely do this. We had some snow this morning. We had a bit of a dusting of snow first thing this morning, right after I got to work. And yes, I did in fact work today. It was a very long day. because there was a whole lot of nothing going on. Whole lot of nothing. All right, why don't we actually kind of plot this route, because I don't want to keep looking at that. Don't want to keep looking at that. Let's do that. Colorado is such a beautiful state. Awesome. And you do know that if you, in fact, put, or you take any pictures with your phone or anything like that, throw them up in the Discord. I would love to see. But I know we discussed pictures the other day. And even if you don't take pictures, your descriptions are entirely valid enough. That's gotta be cool, though. That's gonna be such a fun place to be. Okay. Kind of sneak through here. And then make it up and over this debris. And then let's climb this hill. Well, we didn't think this through. I didn't see those rocks up there. Used to live in Idaho where it snowed and I loved it. Then I had to move back down to California. And now it's the most hated state and rent is through the roof. So it's impossible to save up to move anywhere else. That is unfortunate. It is really unfortunate. I'm in Massachusetts, and the cost of living out here is absolutely atrocious. And I feel like Massachusetts is in a lot of ways similar to California. All right. We'll make it over here. We obtain some lumber. Some lumber. Oh, crap. It's logs. Why is it logs? Oh, because it's a log framing. Oh, bummer. Bummer. What are we doing? Crossing is here. We don't want to do that. Want to do road to the plants. That's actually what we were trying to think of doing. Track that. So this warehouse all the way over in the middle of nowhere over here. How does he say Massachusetts so easily? Because it is decades worth of saying the word Massachusetts. I don't know how to spell it. Nah, it's all good. Don't worry. Massachusetts is actually kind of a cool place to live. Mostly because there's a lot of history here, for sure. 4 wooden planks only. $1,500 a month without utilities, and that's just for one room. So you live in Quebec. Okay. Quebec, I think, it's several hours to the north. Probably like six hours? 6 hours, I think? If you're lucky enough to find for a studio apartment. Gotcha. Like 1 hour away from New York. Plane, it took me 1 hour from my city, New York. Okay, no kidding. Ugh. All right. I remember this from yesterday. This thing's itching like crazy. Okay, so log framing doesn't exactly work for us. That is the unfortunate thing. This factory only makes blocks and slabs. But it's French there. That's why my English is so bad. That's all right. That's entirely okay. We are global. We are a global community, and we're from all over. So regardless of where you're from or what your native language is, it's all good. It is all good. Oh, wait. There's 5 planks there. 5 planks there. I'm right there. We can deliver some of them there. John gives 1 bit. Thank you very much, my friend. Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. I hope it is awesome. My dad was born in Schenectady, New York. I've driven through there. I have driven through. I've driven across the George Washington Bridge. I've driven across the Tappan Zee Bridge. I've driven past Sleepy Hollow, New York. Do you have a lot of your family getting together for Christmas? So probably my brother's girlfriend, the niece and nephew, and then my folks. And that's pretty much what it's going to be. So nothing crazy, nothing too over the top or anything like that. So, all right. So that Tega kind of shot himself in the foot. Also, what does Power Tower require? That's 3 metal beams from right there. That's 2 metal beams and 2 metal rolls. So you know what we have to do, actually? We're going to have to... Yeah, we're going to have to fix the bridge. Yeah, let's fix some bridges. Yeah, fix some bridges. I got an idea. It may not be the best idea, but it is an idea. And it requires 4 wooden planks. All right, let's go there. All right, so let's hit the gas station first. Let's hit the gas station. Let's fuel it up. And Sleepy Hollow, New York is actually the location that the Legend of the Headless Horseman, and if you've ever seen the Disney cartoon, Ichabod Crane. But the funny thing is, in Concord, Massachusetts, there is a Sleepy Hollow Cemetery. And that's actually where a lot of famous authors that were from Concord, Massachusetts actually reside now. Ralph Waldo Emerson, Henry David Thoreau, Louisa May Alcott. She wrote Little Women. I think I have you on Discord, don't I? Throw me a friend request. Throw me a friend request on Discord. Fuel at any cost. Oh, crap. That's right. We forgot to get the fuel tank. Oops. Wait a minute. The fuel tank is right here. And the Tega... You know what? Back to the Tega. Because potentially, this may save our bacon. So why don't we head here, all the way over, under, here. I think we can probably get through there. And then we'll get to here. So we'll see where we're at. Mr. General Disarray, 10 friend requests. Awesome Bob's Burgers. I will definitely get you added. So don't worry about that. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Where are we going? We're going over there. Mr. General Disarray, how are you this evening? Merry Christmas to you. What's going on? How is everything? We are totally rocking out. More SnowRunner. More Foley Flannel Friday. Mostly we do that because I really enjoy alliteration. And I also enjoy flannel. And I enjoy red and black flannel. The colors of the man himself, the hardcore legend, Mick Foley. The delightful, wonderful human being that he is. And Mick Foley does book tours. Mick Foley does a lot of book tours. Which is pretty damn cool. And I'm just waiting for him to come around. Just having a simple supper because tomorrow will be more complicated. I like that. That's good. That is a very, very good way to put it. Very complicated. Oh, man. That's awesome. I hope you're doing good, though. I really hope you're doing good. I had a hell of a lunch. That's what I had. My lunch was completely overboard. It was like catered, I guess, or they just got takeout from a really good Italian restaurant So there was, in fact, lasagna, there was pasta, meatballs, salad. There was a whole bunch of stuff. It was really good. Actually, really surprisingly good. Can we fit? We can fit. Okay. Let's see. Why don't we kind of loop around here? Cheeseburgers, seasoned fries, onion rings. I love seasoned fries. Just found a Tuz Action. There you go. Yep, that is out there as well. Halfway to the camp. Yeah, you're basically right around the corner from the camp after you found the Tuz. All right, so let's head over here. Gingerly heading in this direction. This way. Okay. We gotta stay on the broken ice. Good thing the shorties are all about it. Yeah, I love seasoned fries, spicy fries. Yo, that stuff is just so good. Curly fries, sweet potato fries. That's the way to do it. That's absolutely the way to do it. All right, why are we finding no... There we go. Try this again. Calculate our angle. There we go. Get some traction. Oop. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Dined many things at Christmas Eve dinner. Fantastic. How was it? Was it good? Was it very good? Muy bueno? Try Cajun fries with nacho cheese and ranch drizzle on top. I've never heard of such a thing, but it sounds really good. Oh. I am still recovering from lunch. The pile of food I had was obnoxious. William Sterling! Merry Christmas! Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I love this hat. I really do like this hat. It's kind of a cool hat. Merry Christmas to all of you guys. I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful night. And I hope that Christmas brings you peace and happiness and just whatever you may find with it. I also wonder how it got into Russia. What, the F-750? I like the red and black color. Yes. Yep, I love this hat. I have had this hat for many, many, many years. All right, so now let's refuel off of this little trailer. And oh, you know what? Actually, hold on. Hold on. I have an idea. I have an idea. Let's make it afternoon so we can actually maybe potentially make this idea work. Oh, game sound is off. Okay, thank you. You know what? We had no problems last night, and now this is the second time we've had to reset it. But Bob's Burgers, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Okay, so that's back on. All right, there we go. Okay. Bob's Burgers, thank you. I really, really do appreciate that. Let's kick the outriggers out, just in case. And let's just kind of see about popping this bad boy right over here. Okay. Put this, let's just kind of maybe pin this bad boy down right like this. How's that? That good? That's good. Now, maybe it won't go anywhere. And now we just have to find our way back to this road over here. So potentially, if we head across here... Oh, wait, we could definitely do this. Yeah, let's do this. So 2 questions. How is it in Russia, and why is it rear-wheel drive highway tires? Because you have not upgraded it. Also, the engine upgrade that you need is in the second map of Lake Cove. Why would you buy a rear-wheel drive Ford F-750? Why not? Why not? Okay. Now let's try to make this work. Head across the ice and potentially maybe not fall in. That would be nice. Don't fall in, don't fall in, don't fall in, don't fall in, don't fall in. The Voron Grad is one of my favorite trucks. The Voron Grad is one of my absolute favorite trucks. Don't pay attention to my message right now. That is a wall of text right there, Relic. What on earth did you just send me? All right. Oh, we're good. I mean, potentially we're good. Well, we're not good, but we're making some progress. We're making some progress. Let's see. Can we get over that? Can we get around that? No. Nope. Vitamin nope. That's right in there. So, what about... maybe we gotta go around the other side. Advice for anyone moving to Ohio. Gotcha. Now... No, we can't actually go around those rocks. So... go this way. The DLC paint jobs are a lot of fun. They really change it up. They really change how everything looks. And it's fun paint jobs. A lot of fun. The one on the GMC, the 95 no, the 8500 was it? The yellow GMC, the Kodiak, I think. Not the Kodiak. What the hell is that thing? The 8000? It's something, but it's got the giant bear on the side of it. That is a damn cool paint scheme. All right. Get through here. Okay. Move near Cedar Point. Isn't that where that giant, the King Dakar at Cedar Point? That's like a huge amusement park, right? Uh-oh. 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 There's no, like, winch points here. Alright, let's try to stay off to the side. Okay. Alright, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's pretty cool, though. That used to be, like, the tallest amusement park ride for a long time. Do I mod SnowRunner? I do not mod SnowRunner, actually. I play regular vanilla SnowRunner. Is this ice? Please don't let this be on ice. Yeah, this is just regular SnowRunner. So now all I have to do is get up here. And then we just have to discover whatever's in there and whatever is up in here for the factory. But once we get the fuel we need, then we can get the boards we need, then we can open up the bridge we want. Man, there's so many pieces to this puzzle. It is a multifaceted puzzle. SnowRunner is one of the games I know people mod the left. Yeah, well, it depends though. There's a lot of people who like to mod SnowRunner, and then there's a lot of people who just play regular vanilla SnowRunner because it's got and I like it without so much it already so much it already does. All right. There's so much that this game does. It's fantastic. It's so fantastic. Also, we're gonna need to make more metal beams too. You like to mod SnowRunner? What kind of mods do you run? Lake Cove should have all the upgrades for the Ford. Four-wheel drive, lifted suspension, and then Imandra has the engine upgrade. All right, so this is going to allow me to use the fuel station that's up here. That's kind of a bonus. You're not getting far in a rear-wheel drive. And honestly, the engine upgrade is what you really, really need to make that truck basically perfect. All right, let's get this bad boy over there. All right, second fuel trailer. Then unlock little fella. There we go. Fuel station is now ours. Let's restore this crane. Kinda fill this bad boy up. Let's fill the Zix up. Money glitch mod. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad idea. I haven't really had an issue. Money in this game was more important early on. I'm heading off now, Storm. Have a really lovely day when it arrives. Take care and massive hugs. See you again soon. Moya Surfer Dude, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and spending time here. I really appreciate it, and really, thank you. I hope you have an amazing Christmas. I hope you have the best of birthdays. You be good, okay? And thank you so much for everything that you do, because you are important, and you are an important part of everything that goes on. And don't forget that. Fuel station. Fill up the Zix. Fill up the repair supplies. We're good. Always so welcome. I will for sure, and you be good too. You're important as well. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, gotta go to this warehouse. This one has metal rolls. 5 planks, and we need metal rolls out of here. So we need metal rolls to get us... What do we need? We needed also metal beams for the 3 metal beams for Power Tower. Right there. Yeah, what kind of truck mods? So, like, what sort of truck mods do you like using? I know there's a lot of people who like to make overpowered truck mods, but... I had a Tataran mod that had trailers and a snorkel. Yeah, those are the two things that the Tataran actually greatly lacks. Okay, so our tower is 3 metal beams. So that's got 2 metal beams, but 6 metal rolls. But we need to be able to get them past this dumb little roadblock right there. It was just too OP. I got rid of it. Yeah. I mean, I definitely don't disagree with the fact that it was too overpowered. Oh, you know, we can actually probably... Huh. I have a saved game with no mods at all and a saved game with OP mods. They are both fun to me in different ways. Yeah, it's different. It's definitely different than the you know, the standard gameplay. I feel like I'm some like Nordic Santa Claus ready to burn down a village or something. Let's see. How do we want to try to do this? How do we want to approach this? I think I got it at Target. I think it was Target. I want to say Target. I believe once upon a time, way back when. Okay. Ugh. Kind of readjust my position here and get a little comfortable. I have to take care of some things, so gonna go lurk for a while. Have a Merry Christmas, everyone. Sergeant Rusty, have an awesome Christmas. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for coming by. I greatly appreciate you. And guys, if you have not checked out Sergeant Rusty, but I know a lot of you probably do know Sergeant Rusty, because there's a lot of us who travel in the same circles. So you know what? It's a department store we have here. So kind of like Walmart, Target. Jem, what is up? Merry Christmas to you, my friend. How are you? What's going on? How is everything? Hope you are doing really well. I watched the Sarge for hours. Exactly, Mr. General Disarray. That's what we're talking about. Merry Christmas, good life. Absolutely. Let's see. So why don't we go get the... Oh, but you know what we could do? We could bring them back. Oh, we could do that. We could. Isn't that the company that tried to go in Canada but failed? I don't know. I don't know really much about that. I don't know if Target did in fact try to make their way into Canada. So if we need 4, but then we've got... I mean, I guess I could grab a couple of metal beams from here. Or not metal beams, metal rolls to go make metal beams. No, wait. We don't make metal beams there. We make them over here. And we need to be able to get into the factory. So there's no real easy way into the factory. Ruining Wolves. Yes, they tried. Oh, no kidding. I wasn't aware of that, actually. Shows you how much I pay attention to department store news and such. So, road to the plant. So we gotta fix that one. And that one. But why do these roads even help us? They don't even help us. Like, at all. But here's the thing. We need to... Because... we've got 4 more wooden planks over here. We need to fix this guy over here, which takes 3 metal beams. I feel like now there are no new companies that can really make it, because the big companies that are in charge, if they see competition, they either buy it out and use whatever they have, or they buy it out and basically sell off its component parts. So there is that. There is that. Trying to think here. So I got a fuel truck that's right there. There are 2 metal beams right there and 6 metal rolls. I need those metal rolls to go to the metalworks to be able to make this stuff. Ugh, man, this is difficult. But how about for the moment we go and fix a bridge? But then there's also this bridge. I don't know why we would need this bridge right here either. Because we can go around all of these goofy little bridges, and it doesn't make any sense. This is very strange. Very strange. But we do want... isn't it crazy that all of us are in a huge floating ball in space? I mean, we are. And then having learned nothing of Target's failure, Hudson Bay thought they could make it in the Netherlands 1 year after our last department store had failed. No points for guessing how that went. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's so funny. Didn't go so well now, did it? Oh, man, that's too funny. So there's log houses, but there's no log mill. There's no log, like lumber mill or anything like that around this area, which is unfortunate, because we have all of these log houses. Well, I don't know. So that's oversized cargo and vehicle spare parts. This is metal beams. So we need 3 metal beams.
Khajiit wares. You have coin. You have coin.
Mr. General Disarray. Khajiit definitely has wares. You know what? Let's do this. Let's use the... Okay, no, we're going to use the Tega. We're going to get the steel. We're going to make 1 more metal beam at the metalworks. We're going to bring it over to the tower. And then from there, potentially, we can bring 2 more beams over. So that's kind of an idea. That's sort of a plan. That's something. That's something. Why don't we do that? Tega. Use the Tega, get the rolls, go to the factory, make the things, drop them off, do the stuff. But we also need a trailer. I don't think there's any trailers around here, though. Is there a trailer? Hold on. Super heavy, ramp flatbed, prototype exploration. There are no trailers here and no trailer stores here, which is kind of a downer. That's all right. We'll figure it out. Also, next time... Ooh, that was a small little engine shot. Remind me to put the outrolled exhaust on the Tega, because this thing definitely has a smoking problem. Tire. We're on ice, so things are a little slippery. And this is also where we probably want to get the 4 wooden planks. But, you know, it doesn't make sense to make those bridges for some reason. Because those bridges are just dumb. Those bridges are in really dumb locations. And there's no easy way to get in and out of that place either. So I don't really understand what they kind of want us to do. I love this new Tega. This new Tega is just a monster. Metal rolls. 1, 2. So that's 2 metal rolls. We'll take the 2 metal rolls. We'll go over and we'll have it turned into steel beam. We'll do that. I like these tires. These tires are very effective. They're just not good on ice. They're very bad on ice. And which way does this take us? No, that's probably not gonna... Yeah, we'll just we'll follow the road. We'll follow the road. Follow the yellow brick road. Or ice-covered asphalt, one or the other. All right, let's make this happen. And you know what, actually, guys, and I know I had said it earlier when we didn't have too many people around, but if you guys like Skyrim and you enjoyed our Skyrim playthroughs, somebody else you should actually follow who really does enjoy playing Skyrim is Nika Fernandez right there. You should absolutely follow Nika Fernandez if you enjoy Skyrim. Nika Fernandez plays Skyrim, also plays SnowRunner, plays a lot of other different games. So, you know what? Why not spread the love? I think we're going this way. I think this is the correct way. You are very, very welcome, Nika Fernandez. I thank you. I thank you very, very much. Okay. I love this truck. The truck is so cool. All right, so now the question becomes, how do we want to get up to the factory? And I guess if we go, we've got proper SnowRunner conditions going on here. Public transport screwed. Roads are icy hell. Snow pouring down. A lot of customized 4x4s can be seen on the streets tonight. Christmas Eve, baby! Had to go for a little drive myself. Hey, what's going on? And Jem, I certainly hope that you had a fun little drive. I always enjoy when there's snow on the ground, going out in my 4x4 and going for a spin. Nothing much. Well, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, and I hope your holiday is fantastic. And I really hope you're going to have, you know, a wonderful weekend. Really do. How do we want to do this? Did we get up there before? I don't remember. Man, this is rough. Took my mom-in-law to her place, figure out the rest. You know, hopefully it's going to be good. Hopefully things are going to be good. See, we can't get by that rock right there. So if we go around and then no, because if we come through and then up and through, there's a lot of figuring this out. And you know what? We had issues coming through here before. So why don't we come up through the back side? Yeah, okay. No, okay. We got this. We're gonna make this work. this way. Through here. Up through here. And then we're going to kind of come through this way. So that's kind of how I think we're going to play it. And we'll see what we'll see what happens when we get there. Monkey, what is up? How are you doing? What's good? We're here in Maine, and we're trying to deliver some metal stuff to a factory. And I'm still burping metal. It's so metal. Brutal. So brutal. We're delivering metal rolls to the factory to make steel beams. And then that way, we're going to be able to repair some other stuff. But there's like a whole lot of logistical things that we need to kind of take into account. Is it Nordic metal? I mean, it could be. It very well could be. Well, technically, we're using a Russian truck. So the Rus, there were the Rus Vikings. Monkey Bum, I hope you're doing awesome tonight. What's good? And you know what, Monkey Bum? Merry Christmas. Good, just tired. How is everyone? All right. I wonder if we can get through. Can we get through here? Yeah, we're gonna make it through here. That's what we're gonna do. Alright. I love this truck. Oh, this truck is so much fun. This truck is difficult to get, but this truck is entirely worth getting. Just got home from seeing Grandma. Billy is grumpy though. So I managed to get some fun. You're back. I managed to get a couple of fun Christmas photos. This truck is without power steering and has 147 horsepower. You know, but it's funny because it is so good in this game. Both Tega trucks are so good in this game. Do you live close to the White Mountains? Bet it looks beautiful there this time of year. I've never been up to the White Mountains in the winter. I'm not really a ski. I don't ski or anything, but I love the White Mountains. The White Mountains are probably an hour and a half to 2 hours north of me. I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty okay so far. Apparently we can't make it through there. Doing okay tonight. Just we kind of Winnemem. What's happening? We kind of decided on a last minute sort of SnowRunner kind of stream, because you know what? Who knows who was around? Who knows who's stuck in? Who knows who's, you know, not able to get out? So why don't we play SnowRunner? Why don't we hang out? Why don't we have a good time? And that is ice, and I just went through it. I got to see my nephew and my niece earlier, and I also got to take a really fun picture with my nephew and my niece, and that wound up on social media. And Monkey Bum, I will send you that picture as well. It's so much fun. It was really, really fun. And it's kind of cool too, because my nephew is more willing to take a picture now, or pose for a picture, because he's just a goofball. So down here, oh, fall. Oh, there we go. that? Don't even tell me that's an upgrade part. That is an upgrade part. What the hell is that? And how do we miss this? I went to the White Mountains in the fall a few years ago. The fall colors were amazing. The fall colors in the White Mountains are a thing of absolute beauty. Send me a pic too. All right. Upgrade location, just don't tip over. Get upgrade. Fine-tuned gearbox for the Freightliner M916. Cake Burrito! Merry Christmas, Cake Burrito. How are you doing? What's good? What's new? How is everything? I hope you guys are doing awesome. I really do. I saw it earlier, and I can't get over her cheeks. I love them. They're so squishy. I know, right? It's a fun picture. It's a really fun picture, and I'm glad that they were both really happy and goofy, and we're just enjoying stuff. I'm a pro photographer. This is how I've supported myself my whole life. My 8-year-old girl runs away when I pick up my camera. Happened a lot tonight, and yet her mom snapping on a phone is fine. Makes me question. You know what? You're not wrong with how that goes. It's pretty funny. Like I've got my Dragon Chick. This is main. This is the main DLC. And I just got the last available upgrade on the map, and I have no idea how I missed it. And also, I'm really hoping that I don't tip over when exiting this, uh-oh. Oh, there we go. All right, no, we did good. We did good. We did good. Holy moly. All right, no, we actually managed to accomplish that and not die. Just got done with the first map again, 100%. I love Michigan. I love Michigan. So you talking about the very first map in the game? So it's actually kind of funny, Jem. We were discussing some photography stuff the other day, and you know, it's. I picked up a brand new Canon L lens, the 70-200, and I barely had a chance to do anything with it. Yeah, the f2.8, the third generation. So I picked that up, and I've barely had a chance. I've taken maybe a handful of pictures with it just to make sure that it works. And just never had a chance to use it because the world basically took a dump on itself. And it's been sitting with my camera gear that's really not been doing a whole lot of anything also. And it's super depressing. Super depressing. But you know what? It looks really nice attached to my 5D Mark IV. And it makes the thing weigh basically as much as a cinder block. But that's beside the point. Yeah, I love that lens though. It was one of those dream lenses that I actually managed to get. Best Buy had sent me a discount code, and then because Massachusetts has periodic tax-free weekends, and that lens was not available anywhere. So I ended up. Where does this path take us? The left. You know what? That might be a better way to go through there, but we'll figure that out afterwards. But like, yeah, Massachusetts has the tax-free weekend. I've been all over the world with it. Harsh winters, tropics, dust, rain, just keeps going. Oh no, we need another Ooh, guys, we need another generator. We need another generator, and we need another truck to power the generator. So why don't we just unload... We'll unload those. We'll unload those. And now we have to go get another truck with another generator to bring over here to power this whole tomfoolery. Crap. Crap. But yeah, like... I mean, car events and nature stuff, and... Some of my favorite photos were at the zoo. I love going to the zoo. And there's a really cool zoo that's in Providence, Rhode Island. It's called the the hell's it called? But it's a zoo in Providence, Rhode Island. The Roger Williams Zoo, and it's so cool. It's a great zoo. Entirely worth checking out if you're ever in Providence, Rhode Island. And I've been there several times. But I've got a second version of it. I believe the third is a lot better. The second and the third are very similar. The first and the second is a leaps and bounds better than the first. But it was just one of those things where, like, I stopped being able to go places. I stopped really doing much of anything. Because there really wasn't anything to do and nothing was open and you couldn't go anywhere. So... I got this lens, and I'm sitting on this giant, colossal paperweight. So, what can you do, right? My head itches. My head itches from this hat. Oh. Last real work was December 2019. Yeah. How can I only be level 30 if you're playing every day? Level 30 is maximum level. Level 30 is the total maximum level that you can get. It will not allow you to go higher than maximum level. Used to travel for work, can't really travel. Yeah, can't. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying, man. Why don't we go buy a truck? Yeah. So, here's the thing. The Dairy Longhorn 4520 is the maximum level truck. You have to max out level to be able to get this truck. But it was such a colossal letdown when you did get it. Also, I don't think... The Brigadier, that's what it was. The GMC Brigadier has one of the coolest skins. Got the Aramatsu Forester. Yeah, that one's not too difficult to get. That's actually a pretty cool truck. How about the 9500? I don't know. Because we need a tanker truck. We need a tanker truck that's actually fairly stable and sturdy. But the Phoenix Tatra, that hat has to be very hot. It is warm, and it is very itchy. And the garage is all messed up. Yeah, the garage in Maine is, in fact, all messed up. All right, let's move here. The 745C, that's not a... Oh, that's a good idea. Because that's got all the fuel, and that will get us through... Yeah, and it's... What is it outside? It's, we had snow earlier today, and it's probably... let's see what it dropped down to. 27 degrees Fahrenheit right now. 14 twin steers? Yes, I do. You better believe it. I have a lot of twin steers. Fahrenheit. -9. Wow. So it's cold outside, but it's not nearly that cold outside. All right, what did I want? I wanted another one of these guys. We're going to get one of these guys. Purchase and deploy. You know what? Why don't we buy 2 of them? We have -12 degrees Celsius. All right, customize. Let's put the good engine in here. Off-road. Oops. Suspension stays stock. Favorite Scout is the F750. The F750 or the International Lodestar 1700. Europe, Balkan, Slovenia. Massachusetts, United States. Let's see. We you know what? We want to go with the chain tires. That's what we actually really want to do. So we go with that guy. Differential lock is engageable differential. Lodestar Scout is the I love the Lodestar. The Lodestar is awesome. Estonia. COVID. Massachusetts. No. That's how I say it. Is it summer there? Here in Spain, it's winter. It is winter. It is very much the winter here. Can't believe it's colder there. The F750 or, well, see, here's the thing. The F750 cannot take a Scout trailer, which means it can't take the radar trailer. So you want an actual Scout that can get the Scout radar trailer. The Yar is the best Scout? I never liked the balloon tires on the Yar. So probably not there. It is currently 7:45 p.m. The radar trailer is something you get in Lake Cove, and it will open up sections of the map. Spare wheel. Do we want a spare wheel? Of course we want a spare wheel. Air filter. Side swept. And frame add-ons, we will take... Oh, this only does a saddle high? Okay. The Tatra crane arm is not exactly the best, but the fuel carrier is. 2:45 a.m. here, and I'm looking at this scary dude on Twitch. I hate the spare wheels, places somewhere that obstruct you. This one, it's right behind the cab, and it's something that actually will be able to use. The Tatra sideboard bed, we can sell one of those. That's fine. All right, go back to the map. Go back to main. Go back to the garage here. The Scout 800 stock is the best Scout, towed behind an F750 Max upgraded. You are onto something. You are very onto something. I love the International Scout. I just wish they had used one of the different year Scouts. I'm here because I don't enjoy playing alone, but I love to watch the gameplay. You know what, Dragon Chick? I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Because I enjoy the hell out of playing this game. It is so much fun. The Scout, no, the internet. So here's the thing. The Scout 800 is an International Harvester Scout. And it used a lot of different parts from all kinds of different manufacturers. And here, I had a 1971 International Harvester truck. I mean, I did make 10 hour today on the game, but I'm tired. That's okay, too. Biggest issue with the T812 is that it's heavy. You're not wrong. So the Scout 800. So here, a little bit of history, because I keep getting ahead of myself. The Scout, the International Harvester Scout, came out after the Jeep came out, but before the Bronco, and before the Chevy Blazer, and before the Dodge Ram Charger. The International Scouts and all, well, the majority of international vehicles started, so what was it called? The International Scout. So International Harvester, before they just became... I do not use any mods. No mods for me. And we'll keep this red. I like the red. The red's kind of a cool color. Oh, you know what we forgot to do? Hold on. We forgot to put extra lights on the cab of this thing. Back to customize. Extra lights, and we want... Why not? I just don't really feel the need to use any mods. So, bar-mounted fog lights. Okay. Get rid of those. Because we want to expose the rear tires, because we don't want them hung up on anything. Twin horns, external horns, front bumper. Actually, we do want the light cage. So the light cage will actually get rid of... That actually gets rid of the... It locks that out. Which we can't even use the... No, we can't even use that. So we'll go with that. That's fine. We'll work with that. Mind blown here. So International Scout 2, really enjoyed that rig. Yes! The Scout 2. Spiderlope! Thank you for coming by, man. Merry Christmas, dude. How are you? How are yours? What's happening? This game is one of the only games that you can enjoy fully without mods. It's true. Back in the late 70s, I had an International Scout 2. Really enjoyed that rig. Yeah. So International Harvester was actually a 4x4. They made... So International Harvester actually made pickup trucks. They made SUVs. They had the Scout, the Travelall, the International Scout Terra. There was all kinds of different models of Scouts. They were amazing. If you look up any footage of the old Scouts and an episode of Dirt Every Day, they got a Scout and they drove the hell out of the thing. They're amazing vehicles. Amazing vehicles. International Scout was one of the most rugged off-road vehicles that you could get. What are these going for today? If you can find them. If you can find them. Oh, we'll do the fancy exhaust system. They're very difficult to find because most of them rotted away. The vehicles actually began to rust and rot before they left showroom floors. Yeah, exactly. Sato Bricks is not wrong. Because they used metal that was... They used... I don't know if it was inferior metal or their actual... Well, of course I remember you, Duck Wacky. You were here just the other day. Nordic metal? No, it was like rusty metal. It was rusty metal. And the really unfortunate thing was that they used metal. It's all good. Don't you worry, man. Don't you worry. We were hanging out for a while last night. We want a generator. That's what we want. So we want to try to get this generator back to that other area. So we're gonna take this setup and we're gonna go to the steel factory. We're gonna see how we can do with this. But yeah, the International Scout, and it was International, the Travelall. Just got a Holy Grail 4x4. Do tell. Do tell. I love the style of the Scout. It was a full convertible. You could get them in full convertibles. They had standard transmission, automatic transmission, lock and front hubs, low range transfer case. And personally, I liked the mid-70s version over the like early 70s, late 60s version that is the Scout 800. But like the International Travelall, I use the Scout JBE mod as my primary truck. Mile High Society. How does that dude for you? Is Santa real? I'm dying to know. You know what? We don't reveal that kind of information here. I've never heard of these. So, Jem, dude, I'm telling you, research the hell out of those things. Research the hell out of them. They are incredible vehicles. When I learned that the International Scout was in this game, I was really kind of bummed out. I want a Jurassic Park skin on a Scout. Gonna have to go. All right, COVID, dude, take care. Santa is real. My ears are around. Santa is absolutely real. 100%. What mission am I on? I am trying to build up some more of the bridges and unlock a lot more of the area in Rock. How did that die off? They went... I think they restructured the company in the late 70s. I asked for a Traxxas T-Max. Ooh, that's cool, my friend. They made some... Their vehicles basically rotted to pieces. And the company itself almost went bankrupt. So they ditched the entire passenger car market and stayed with all of the big trucks, big rigs. And it's also another reason why we have International Navistar and why it's not International Harvester anymore. But if you remember, if you've ever seen an International Farmall tractor, they were all over the place. International Harvester was a massive, massive company. And it was also one of those companies that you'd figure, hey, you know, they're too big to fail. But they did. And it's really sad to see just how much that they lost to the market. But now they make a really quality... Oh, man, that still tastes like pasta. I'm sorry. Mackie! Dude! Mackie, so good to see you. Merry Christmas, my friend. How are you doing? My Scout 2 came with a soft top and Jeep doors. So you had the half doors on that. Or the soft doors. Because you could get all kinds of different configurations for an International Scout. Mackie, I hope you are doing fantastic. It is so good to see you. And you know what, guys? For real. If you are on the other side of the world, and even if you are not on the other side of the world, you should absolutely go check out Mackie. Mackie was just playing Hunt Showdown. But Mackie is a great dude who is also part of our awesome community that we have here. Just a fantastic man, you know, just fantastic person all the way around. My grandparents handed down an International 706. Thank you for the shout out and the kind words. Absolutely. You know, and just, it's unfortunate that our timetables never, ever seem to cross paths lately. And it takes, like, mostly holidays and stuff. What's up there, Duck Quacky? So, why do I have a headache? My head hurts. I know, being on the opposite side of the world and all. Moya Surfer Dude was just here and had to run along. Her birthday sounds like it went absolutely fantastic. Duck Quacky, you want a shout out? You want a shout out, Duck Quacky? We'll give Duck Quacky a shout out. Last seen playing Drift Hunters. You were last seen playing Drift Hunters. Oops, differential damage. My bad. Sounds like she had a great birthday, which makes me happy. She's such a fantastic person. I completely agree with you 100%. 100%. Yeah, it's so good to know that she's enjoying herself and that things are getting better for her and her part of the world. I have a headache too, but mine is lack of caffeine. What is Drift Hunters? I don't think I've played Drift Hunters. Explain, please, Duck Quacky. You're on the spot now, my dude. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Explanation, 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 explanation. I'm gonna have to give you time out. I'm gonna if you don't tell me what Drift Hunters is in and timeout button. Timeout button. You're gonna get timed out if you don't tell me. Where you drift and try to go fast. I just want to go fast. Second place is first place loser. My lift is here now. Going to Mate's house for Chrissy lunch. Take care, and I hope you have a great Christmas and happy holidays. Be safe as always. Mackie, thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're awesome, and I hope your Christmas is utterly fantastic and that amazing things happen for you and wonderful things surround you. Be good, man. For real. Be good. Want to go fast? Don't drift. Yeah. While it may look flashy around corners and stuff, I'm struggling too much with Wisconsin that it made me rage quit. Owen, what was happening with that, man? What part of Wisconsin was not agreeing with you? I had a lot of coffee earlier today. Always range. My potato pancake just flipped sour cream side. Dude. Oh, no. Always ranged. Always ranged. Hold on. That is your for your potato pancake, my friend. Long logs to the north house. I keep flipping at the same part. Long logs are a pain. Long logs are a huge, colossal pain. What have I used with long logs? I used the Caterpillar 745C a lot for medium logs. Long logs, I'm trying to think. I've used the Boar, I've used the Freightliner, the Navistar I've used. Geez, there's a lot of trucks that you can really use for long logs. You know what? Actually, the International HX520, the X49 White Western Star. There's been a lot of trucks that I've used. I've used a variety of different trucks. And that's what I'll do that because I always want to use something different. I don't want to keep using the same thing over and over and over again. Even though I kind of am. Duck Quacky, pump the brakes on all capital letters there, champ. Please. District B13! District! You want to also talk about another amazing SnowRunner streamer? You want to talk about a fantastic SnowRunner streamer? You want to talk about a very dedicated SnowRunner streamer? We're definitely going to mention District B13. District rating in. Cyberdog, how are you? What's going on? What's happening? District, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, guys. All you folks rating on in. I hope you have a fantastic night. I hope your holiday is amazing. If you're not following District, you absolutely should, because the dude does remarkable things in hardcore mode. Hardcore mode, just as hard can be. No spare fuel, no crazy stuff like that. You want to see someone completely dedicated to their craft, check out District. No joke. And much in the same way as we have a rather amazing SnowRunner community, we continue to just grow and grow and grow and grow, because there is so many awesome people with an unbelievable amount of knowledge behind them. Happy unbirthday. Yes, just found an article about International Harvester Scout. Awesome. Gem, you have to let me know what you think about them, because For the longest time, I was super into them. Oh, man, absolutely. You absolutely deserve it, and you're one hell of an awesome SnowRunner streamer. I have been in the dark for my whole life. Oh, dude. I am glad that I could enlighten you upon these particular vehicles. Really am. Actually, which way do I go? Through this way? Is this how I go? Is this how we do things? Man, I have been in the dark. You know what? I'm gonna fix this bridge. Why don't I fix specifically this bridge? I don't know if I'll be able to, but we'll give it a shot. Absolutely give it a shot. Posted it to the Discord. The article? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The complete history of International Harvester Scout 4x4. Fantastic. I am going to check this out later. We've got all kinds of cool stuff in the Discord, man. We have all kinds of cool stuff in the Discord. And I am so glad that you guys use the Discord to put all kinds of cool stuff in there. That you share links in there, that you share music, and even pictures of food. Kyle Edward Gaming has shared pictures of his rather awesome dog. And just a fuzzball. Just an absolute fuzzball. Your birthday is 1/28/94. Okay. So, not doing the Metalworks restoration as much as I'm trying to get the bridges built. So we managed to get this bridge built. We've been sort of scouting around. Absolutely dogs. But I need 4 planks for here. 4 planks for here. Our cement factory we have up and running. Let's see. We need to get the power tower up and running. Missing the, yes, I want to get that bridge up and running. And this takes 3 steel beams, although, here's the thing. There's 2 steel beams over here. Yeah, because, Duck Quacky, I am going to give you a timeout if you don't chill out, my guy. Don't keep spamming and chill out with the capital letters. That is, warning number 1, all right? Warning number 2 is you get a timeout. And then you can't type anything. So yeah, the warehouse is right here, but there's no easy way to get them, and there's only 2 metal beams in that warehouse. So I used 3 of the beams to fix the bridge over here, but now I'm left with 2 metal beams when I need 3 metal beams to fix the tower, but then I can't make metal beams up here because I don't have a generator on the site. So I have to go, I'm gonna leave the generator here. I'm also gonna leave the generator here, and we're gonna try to make this work. We are somehow or another going to try to make this work. I don't know how, but We'll make it happen. We'll somehow or another make it happen. And we'll enjoy the drive. Solution, build more generators. Yes, additional pylons needed. Yep. Like, I could have moved the generator, but I don't like having to move the generators back and forth. It's just kind of a pain in the butt. So instead of that, I love this map. I love that this map makes you drive all of these tiny little trails all over the place, and it's just such a cool scenic route. I like the snow. I like that the snow is nothing like Amur or Amandra or Lake Cove, and it's just it's so much fun. It is so much fun to do. Do Hot Wheels Unleashed? We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna take off Storm. Merry Christmas. Not feeling too hot right now. Owen, I hope you feel better, man. Get some rest. Be good. I hope your stomach settles itself, and I hope everything's kind of on the right way up. Thank you so much for everything that you shared earlier. Duck Quacky, just stop. That's all I need you to do, bud. All told, 532,674 International Harvester Scouts were produced in the period of 61 to 80, and it remains one of the forebears of the modern SUV. It's true. It's very true. It is, it's pretty damn awesome. Yeah, the International Harvester Scout was an incredible vehicle. Incredible, incredible vehicle. You know what we are going to do? We don't talk politics here. We don't get into politics. Politics are one of those things that people get a little spicy about. And that's not what we do. Next mission, find one on sale. Yes, dude, if you get a scout, you will absolutely have to post all of the pictures into the Discord. Okay, so I'm going to take the metal rolls from here just so I can bring them over to the factory. Wooden planks. We want wooden planks. Can we make fun of them in a non-rude way then? Old enough to know better. There are metal rolls on here. Yep. So there were a handful of metal rolls. Okay, trailer all full. Trailer all full. Keep an eye out for Bring a Trailer. They've had them drop for bid a lot. But you know what? Bring a Trailer is, yeah, but you need the generator. So you need the generator over in the metalwork site. So you need a generator, and you need a truck hooked up to it to fire it up. So you can, where was I? So yeah, there's metal rolls chilling, and there's metal rolls, one of these places actually has more over there. So there's metal rolls all over the place. They're all over the place, but it's just, they're not exactly as accessible as one would like them to be. The Santa Turbo sled had the part with Santa, and the presents go up and down. Oh, no kidding. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Also, good thing you fell asleep earlier watching my more than lame attempt to drag the trucks out of the marsh. Gotcha. $289,000 and export to Euro? Oh my goodness, dude. You're going to have to... I bet you that there has to be some. There has to be some of those trucks over there. I've come across a bunch of them at the Cars and Coffee events. So here's the thing. Over the summer, there are a massive amount of Cars and Coffee events in New England and around New England. I've seen a handful of scouts that have showed up there, and it's awesome because they're lifted, they've got convertible tops, or they've got soft tops, roll bars, bigger tires. They're pretty awesome vehicles. They're pretty awesome vehicles. A 304 V8, which is this massive, oof, ouch, cast iron block. You also had the 345 cubic inch V8, and then the 392 cubic inch V8. But they also made a 196 cubic inch four-cylinder, inline four-cylinder. And they made it by cutting off exactly one half of the cylinder banks. So it was an inline four-cylinder. It was something to the tune of like a 3-liter four-cylinder engine with pistons the size of coffee cans, but you could actually make a larger displacement engine by scavenging some parts from it. If you had 2 4-cylinder engines, you had cylinder heads for a a 392. You had all kinds of stuff that you could use. It was nuts. It was just so nuts. Yep, I understand that. But you know what? Duck Quacky, we're a relaxed community here. We kind of we chill out, we have a good time, we talk about stuff. And I don't have a problem that you're younger. This is something that all ages of people can get into. It's just that if you get a little too rambunctious, I'm gonna have to give you a timeout. And I totally understand the ADHD thing. Totally do. All right. So, I want to build this bridge first. But to build that bridge, I need to get from... Let's see. Okay, this one I can go around. And over there. One scout in Georgia for 53K. Oh, I have to build both of them at the... Oh. So it's not going to allow me to build one and then the other? It's one and they both pop up? Okay. Okay, that makes sense. All right. So I will do that then. Where am I? And it's crisscross? Okay. All right. All right, where are we? Oh, we're right there. That's where we are. Okay, so I'll go dump them off right here for now. So we'll do road to the plant. So we'll do that one first. We'll do that one first. Okay. And that means drive through and then dump there. Yeah, Spiderlope's got a good point. And thank you, Relic. So did this International Scout become something else, or was it just dropped? What do you mean? No, actually, they completely dropped the car line. They stopped in like the late 70s, early 80s. I just did this one, and I got blue screen, so I end up bringing my view. Oh, dude, you did? That's rough. That's unfortunate. All right, so let's go dump off the... Let's go dump off the lumber. Let's try to then dump off the metal rolls. All right, so we want to go to the right. Go up here. Okay. Yeah, this is a great area. This is a great area. So GM, no, nobody bought it. Nobody bought it. And it's not like Hummer, where GM tried to actually unload the Hummer brand and nobody wanted to buy it. But let's see. Nope. Yeah, I don't know why no one bought it. They really should have. And it's too bad that they didn't. It's just too bad. All right, so we need to stay to the left of the water. Where are we going? Thank you, Nika. Thank you very much. I'm gonna go this way. All right. Yeah, I know. What about parts, though? Any shared? So, the transmission I had in my pickup truck was a Chrysler 727 Torque Flight. You could have had a GMTH 400 transmission. The transfer case was like a Borg Warner. They had, standard, like a lot of the parts and pieces. I like the multicolored trees on this map. Yeah, all of the trees. You should see the Dawn region. Always ranged. If you saw the Dawn region, blow your mind. Absolutely blow your mind. Michigan is a lot like that. But yeah, I am very, very fair, and I give a lot of chances. So probably because it would have cost too much to bring it up to spec on safety regulations, and the tech itself wasn't all that. Yeah, they were basic. The international scouts were utilitarian and basic. Yeah, actually, Relic, you're 100% right, man. You are 100% correct. It had vinyl interior. Safety schnafety. Yeah, I know. It had a vinyl interior. It had, let's see, the automatic transmission. The Chrysler 727 TorqueFlite was a very, very robust transmission. The 304 V8 was an AMC motor, I believe. The ignition system was either a Ford or it was borrowed off something else. There was a lot of borrowed parts on those trucks. And if something broke, chances are you could fix it with something else. And that's not to say that you couldn't just swap a whole new drivetrain in. Like a small block Chevy would have bolted right in that bad boy. Small block Ford, plenty of room. Plenty of room. Although their hoods did hinge, they hinged the opposite direction. So reminds me of the upcoming Ineos Grenadier. What's that? I don't think I've ever heard of that. A few decades later. That is a new one on me. All right. So now I kind of have to get up over there. This is where the hard part is. Because can we go up over here? I don't know. But we've got a tree to pull us along. That counts for something. Hopefully we don't lose the cargo, because that would be unfortunate. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can make happen. I don't even know how I managed to get the right tree for that. Oops. Oh. All right, this went. A billionaire in the UK went to a pub, had a chat with friends, decided to build a 4x4. Pub was called Grenadier, I think. It's working. It ain't pretty, but it's working. You are 100% correct. Cargo management. And he has a chemical company called Ineos. That's kind of cool. What is the other one that I'm thinking of? How about was it the bowler? The bowler? They use those a lot on the Dakar as well, which the Dakar, that starts soon. Bowler Wildcat, yes! Those things are awesome! I saw that on Top Gear once, and we don't have anything like that over here. Those things are way too cool. They make Land Rover Customs. Okay, that's what it is. Tricked out Land Rover? Okay, okay. See, this is why I love having a community of like-minded people that we can talk about cool stuff like this. And where am I going? I think I'm going straight ahead. You build a right brain nicely done there. Yeah. Build something, that's for sure. And now we're hung up on a branch. Ineos is building a 4x4 from scratch. And we're kind of stuck on we're stuck on a branch. BMW 3-liter engine, both diesel and gas. Winch. That one. try to winch myself off of this, because now we've just kind of made a mess of things. We're basically speared through the center. Great reliability. It's got that legendary BMW reliability. All right. So that's not going to work. How about this one? Straight ahead? Actually, if we drive straight ahead, have you ever seen those Rizvani? I think I've seen one. Man, this is, we've managed to basically effectively get ourselves stuck on a branch. Or on a small tree. Might this do it? Oh, there we go. There we go. Unstuck. Unstuck. Yeah, the Rizvani, I think I've seen one of those. And those things are bonkers. Those things are just so weird. Alright, so we want to cross. Oh, but you know, okay, no, we can loop around to the right. Check Discord. Check in Discord. Ineos Grenadier walk around Days Motor Group. Oh, very cool. Very cool. I've got a lot of reading to do. Oh, excuse me. This is going to be fun. This is going to be very fun. All right. Okay. So let's go drop off the two I have here. And then I'll figure out how to get another couple of, oh, no, I don't want to go that far. And then I'll figure out how to get 4 more planks over to the other bridge. Down here? Down here. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ouch. Well, at least the cargo didn't break loose. All right. Okay. No, we're doing good. We are doing very good now. So, I think it's probably not a bad idea to load up, didn't you already have 2 metal rolls? Yeah, so, I did bring 2, and because that warehouse had more metal rolls, I figured it was probably a safe bet to grab them and bring them over here just to be on the safe side. So we may not need them, although I'm right here, so I'm just gonna drop them off anyways. I love the way this thing sounds, too. It sounds so cool. And a lot of these vehicles, they just have this really calming noise. Can't never have too many metal rolls. It's true. It's very true, because this game and the way that it throws curveballs at you, because you can plan as much as you want, but the second you actually legitimately need something, it's like, there's none of that around. It's not anywhere. It's gone. That dusty metalwork. You know, we as a society should just say screw it and all drive Cybertrucks. What? What are you talking about? You know what? I think at some point, one of us is going to have to take a screenshot of this and doctor it so it says Rusty Metalwork and give it to Sergeant Rusty. All right. Unload. Okay. So that's out of the way. Stop the engine. Now let's figure out where the other... because you were starting to get a little rambunctious, and we needed to kind of calm you down a bit. All right, so now we need 4 more planks, which are right here. but these aren't exactly the easiest to get to because that's in the way right there. And this is all like rocky terrain and stuff. So we need to kind of fix this thing. That's 3 beams. So now we want to get to Tantra Phoenix, and we'll bring this one to the factory. Or at least we'll hopefully bring this to the factory. And then we'll power the steel factory up. We'll make that beam, and then we'll grab... Well, that's 2 there, though. And... Huh. Alright. You go to an academy for an intensive English course. You know what, Nika Fernandez? I think you're really going to do very well because your English is fantastic. Very good English. Alright. But you know what? If we get another 3 metal rolls over there, I don't have to backtrack to get the metal beams. And there's no metal beams around here anywhere else. Wait a minute, where can I get metal beams on the other map? Can I get metal beams on the other map? That should be fun, though. Nika, that should be very, very fun. Okay. Let's see. Well, another timeout. Back to the corner you go. Yeah, I watched, let's see, 2 or 3 episodes? I think I've gotten 2 or 3 episodes in. And Spiderlope, I really like the new season of The Witcher. It's been good so far. It has been good. Okay, so how do we get... You know what, let's go check the other map real quick, because I want to figure out where we get metal beams from. Although that's got wooden planks. Oh. We can get all the wooden planks right from here. I'm digging it. I think we're on episode 4 of season 2. I don't think I'm that far yet. All right, so that's cement and bricks. This is... Oh, that's got 2 metal beams right there. The new season has such good music. It's been accidentally putting me to sleep. Alright, so that's wooden planks. So we could have realistically brought an entire load of wooden planks from this map. Wooden planks, but what about steel beams? Who's got all the steel beams? I forget where we got them from. Metal rolls, okay. I don't think anybody has steel beams over here. That's the only thing. But that's got 2 metal beams right there. But that's also kind of a pain in the butt to get to. Because if we go to the warehouse, we cross, and then we make our way up and back around. So we could do that. I love the music of The Witcher. I really like the music of The Witcher. And I'm not even that far into it yet. I asked Rusty. He didn't know for sure. Has anyone beaten the whole game so far? Like, beaten as in, like, 100%, buy the Skyrim Anniversary Edition today because it's... yes, the Skyrim Anniversary Edition is a really great upgrade for the game. It's entirely worth it. That is entirely worth it for the game. And as far as 100%, I don't know. I don't think so. There's probably people out there who have. But, yeah, it's going to be a while before I do anything like that, because if they added on all of those logging contracts, it definitely kind of... It makes it difficult. It definitely... Anything that has to do with logging on the old maps, they basically just tacked it on, and it's busy work. Oh, you know what? I can... Okay, no, I can definitely come across and loop down. So, no, I can do that. I can do that. So we'll just drive right up here. So we'll just keep going. And hopefully we can actually make it over there. So we'll see. But then there's more ice over here. That's right. I forgot about this ice. Wait. Uh-oh. I hope I don't need a rescue truck. But no, if you stay to the very edge, to where the jagged blocks and pieces are, that will not break on you. Okay. What time is it? It's 8:30. It's only 8:30. Physics. Sounds about right. Absolutely. We get physics involved in this. We'll make it happen. Alright. This game is pretty much real? Yeah. It really is. It's been fun, guys. I'm going to bed. Have a good run. Dragon Chick, thank you so very much. Thank you for hanging out, for stopping by. I hope you have an awesome night, and Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. I hope everything is amazing and fantastic for you and yours. All right. Get a move on. Fire it up. I don't know what... I'm probably going to watch some more Witcher this evening after I wrap this up. So... Happy holidays to you and all of you in chat. Good night. Dragon Chick, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. So, I guess technically, you know, why don't I just do this? This is an idea. Let's see. Yeah. Give this a shot. All right. That's going to be the idea. Nope. I don't think so. Man, these dudes are coming back in full force. I think they've changed up their how they do their phrasing. seven tomato. Or seven tomato? Tomato? Something? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. What's going on? Back up just a little bit. Tomato? Bionic tomato? Nah, I'm down with that. That's cool, though. Or is it tomato? Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. Potato, 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 potato. I gotcha. Nah, that's cool, man. That's cool. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. How are you doing? Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having a great night. Merry Christmas to you. Yes. Monkey Bum comes in with the potato. Oops, didn't mean to go that way. Oh. Austin Powers' turn. ¿Dónde estás la biblioteca? Okay, gotta put my niece to bed. Hope you have a great stream, Storm, and Merry Christmas. Monkey Bum, thank you so much for coming by. I'm glad that you made it. Really glad that you made it. No entiendo tu pregunta. I can make it sound good, at least. Thank you, Monkey Bum. Have a great night. Oh, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. Totally cut ourselves. I did not ban you. And if you keep spamming the chat like that, I will ban you. 3-point turns are too easy. Gonna make it 18. Yes, we will make it 18. Okay. Although now I think we're kind of stuck. I think we're a little. I think we're a little on the stuck side because. Yeah, because it keeps rolling back, and yeah. Oh. Why don't we reevaluate our situation here? It means nope, just this channel. All right, come on. Climb over that barbecue grill right there. There we go. Ah! Ah! Well then. Well then. That was an issue. That was a significant issue. Let's see. So let's at least fix the tire. Because we can't fix anything else. Oh, I messed that up. Oh, boy, did I mess that up. Then stop, Duck Quacky, or I will ban you. Gotta go out, get the gloves. Oops. Alright. Yep, freezing, change the wheel. Now we have no suspension. Now we have absolutely no suspension left. Okay. And we're hung up on something. Oh, he is? Okay, okay. suspension sounds mildly important. Well, I mean, technically, if you really want to get technical about it. Okay, yep, there we go. We were only marginally hung up. I'm not much of a car truck person, though, so I could be wrong. Well, suspension is underestimated. So what the suspension does in this is it gives us our ground clearance. So the higher up the truck is, the deeper we can sort of go in mud, at least for the purposes of this game and argument. As long as I can get this thing there, then the suspension, when it's higher up, we actually have more ground clearance. Although I just paid $1,500 for a suspension in real life. Yeah. My suspension upgrade, it was like less than 150 bucks. It all depends on your vehicle and your suspension setup. So realistically, with all these rocks right here, if our suspension was not broken and dragging on the ground, one of these days I need to purchase an elf costume. No, you need a leprechaun costume, J. Stu. A leprechaun costume. Yeah, and you see how basically the body of the vehicle is pretty much resting. And now we took damage from just a rock on the ground. Who needs differentials? We don't need differentials. And suspension is your ability to absorb bumps and ruts and potholes and everything else. If you have no suspension and the vehicle is rigid, it creates all kinds of handling characteristic problems. Barred from entry! Merry Christmas, gamers. Merry Christmas to you! Happy holidays. I hope you're doing very well. I hope everyone you know is also doing real well. But Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you and happy holidays. Lose suspension, get 100% handling. Yeah. It's bouncy. Kind of just, you know, drag it right on through. You look like a conqueror. Well, actually, technically, this is my this is my my Santa hat that matches my my Foley flannel. So my cut off sleeves and everything. It completes everything. Viking Santa Pillager. Kinda, yeah. Kinda. Little bit. Little bit. With, you know, what I think I would have to, I would have to, like, braid everything here and, I don't know. Just need a belt. Like a big old hardcore champion belt. Like I could braid this. I could put like a do the big old Viking. No. Oh man, I had my cider early, so instead my Christmas beverage of choice is a mixture of agave nectar and ginger ale, whose cans are currently chilling in the fridge. Really? That sounds very interesting, actually. That sounds really kind of cool. Munkatos. Ooh, don't fall in. Fall in. There we go. Where are we going? Oh, no. We gotta go to the left. Crap. Whoop, we're stuck. We're stuck. Maybe we're not super stuck. Okay. Let's kind of... Yeah, I love cider. Cider is fantastic. Oh, you know what? Let's actually refuel some of the stuff here. Nope, not from the generator. There we go. Go. The music in this game is fantastic. You're 100% correct. Currently, also, our suspension is fully collapsed. Oh, yeah, we're attached to the winch. So we should probably not do that so we can actually move. All right. Bring it back around. Because it's somehow both perfectly light for casual off-roading, but it also somehow perfectly comedically punctuates any mechanical or driving failures. You are not wrong, Bard from Entry. You are not wrong at all. Formula One should get the message and, oh, man. Formula One cars are more like just outrageous, over-the-top go-karts that are on all kinds of drugs. You fall into a ditch on the roadside and then hear a comedy twang. Oof. Oof. I'm down with that. I am definitely down with that. All right, we're getting close. We're getting close. And I'm kind of half tempted to grab planks from the other map and just bring them over here because it's probably almost easier that way. Oop, oop, ouch, ouch, uh-oh. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Well, we've gone and done it. We've gone and punctured the, we punctured the fuel tank. But wait, we have repair points right up by the Zix. The Zix has our repair points. We need to get to the Zix in a very timely fashion. Because the Zix has our repair points, and... Oh, we're not dead yet. We are not dead yet. As long as we... So, we already have a punctured fuel tank. We have a collapsed suspension. Formula One is going to have a massive suspension overhaul next year due to moving to an 18-inch wheel from a 13. Holy crap. It's that much of a change? That's going to be ridiculous. Uh-oh. Oh, you guys. We're gonna make this. We're gonna try to make this is what I guess we're doing right here. Yeah, I never knew it was gonna be that much. Because yeah, tire technology is kind of a big deal in those. I don't even like F1, and I get the significance. Yeah, that completely changes the dynamic of racing for those cars. Like, that's a completely different car. All right. The end is in sight. Come on, come on, come on. All right. Still getting there. 13 inches, like 50% of the suspension. Yeah. Because that's a massive sidewall right there. Zix, 605. Change trucks. Hair. Trunk repair supplies. Haga or the Tatra Phoenix. So fix. Gas tank. Fix. The suspension. Boom! Voila! Hell yeah, party people! That's what we're all about. I also forgot that it was 500 repair points on this thing. All right. We are absolutely back at it, and there begins the rain outside. But no kidding. I think it's supposed to rain for us tomorrow. Other than that, not much else going on. All right, so let's kind of just put this thing right over here. Turn on the generator. And... Nope, stop engine. Change trucks to... Do we want the Tega, or do we want... We probably want the Zix. By a dude on eBay for the parts I was trying to repair, so I gave up on eBay. I'm using a local classified service for the parts I was trying to sell. Oh, okay. It rained all day here. It was nice. Yeah, we had, it started snowing, right when I got to work this morning, and we had a coating. We basically had a coating on everything. My neighbor's out of town for the next few weeks, and I'm making money for his, for collecting his mail and putting packages in his shed. If I don't get the chance to say it at some point later, I'd like to say it now. Everyone watching tonight, I hope you all have a fantastic Christmas, holiday, or whatever you may celebrate. May you all have a great day, and thank you for supporting my brother. Thank you, J. Stu. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Doing some investigating here. Okay. All right. So we now need to open the storehouse. So now we can actually make the beams we want to make. All right. So, one beam. Two beams. It is 9 o'clock here. And it's getting to be about 3 hours and 45 minutes that we've been live. I'm kind of thinking that now we have... Beam me up. Oh, Jesus. I'm kind of thinking that now that we actually have all of our vehicles where we need to have our vehicles, and we've created the stuff that we needed to create, now might be kind of a decent time to sort of wrap things up. Let's see. Because you know what? It's 9 o'clock. I'm probably going to watch a couple episodes of The Witcher. I'm going to kick back. Maybe snack a little bit more, because I'm finally starting to get a little bit hungry after the massive meal I had this afternoon. So, we're going to do our wrap-up. 9 o'clock p.m. or a.m. there. My lord, dude. My lord. Yes, everybody who has stopped by, everybody who raided in, everybody who hung out, yes. Guys, have a fantastic Christmas. And I know we talked about some more heavier stuff earlier on in the stream. That all still holds true. Have a good holidays. Yep. But for real, from me and mine to you and yours, have the most fantastic Christmas. Have a wonderful holiday. And if you have a chance, hang on to a loved one real tight. Just a couple extra seconds. Give him an extra hug. Okay? Musk, Merry Christmas. Relic, Merry Christmas. J. Stu, you're awesome, man. Keep it between the ditches, Viking Dude. I'll give it a shot. Nika Fernandez, Mr. General Disarray. Mountain Lion, Spider Lope, always ranged. Musk, thank you for the follow. Coming in right at the tail end of things. So, yes, indeed, we will definitely see you tomorrow. So, guys, what we're gonna do now is there is another SnowRunner player. His name is Cyber Psycho, variety streamer playing whatever floats my boat. He's currently playing SnowRunner. It looks like he is in Alaska. He's early on. It looks like, you know what? If we raid in there, give him a follow. There's another dude who's playing another great game, and it expands the community. So, that's what we're going to do, okay? All right, so we're going to do that. Punch this guy up here, and you know what? He's got kind of a low viewer count too. So let's go bring the fun. Let's go right on over, and let's hang out. Let's have a good night. Let's all raid in, and let's give the guy a good greeting. Let's, you know,
This way.
we'll have fun. That's what we'll do. And truly, from me, Storm of Iron, to all of you out there, and anybody who's watching, and anybody who's lurking, and anybody who's just kicking back, thank you. Have a Merry Christmas, guys. And let's head on over. Let's raid this guy. And let's have a good night. Be good.